Hello, Scarbo. How are you?
I'm good, thanks, MD. How's yourself?
I'm pretty good. What do we have today?
Oh, buddy, I'm shitting myself. We've got the one and only legend, the Junkies,
What's
Wow.
up?
joining.
Hey, how's it going?
Hi, Jake. Hi, Lawrence. How are you?
Doing
Jake and
great.
Lawrence, how are you guys?
We're doing awesome. How are y'all?
Pretty
Oh,
good.
excellent.
Yeah, thank you so much for having us on here. We're extremely excited.
Yeah,
Thanks.
long time coming since you
Yeah.
guys started up your channel.
Thanks for joining us.
Of course.
Really appreciate it. So, Jake, Lawrence, do you want to introduce yourselves to the public?
Yeah, for y'all that don't know me, I'm Jake, also known as SafeQuest. I'm one of the founders of XRP Junkies.
Yeah, I'm Lawrence, or Blanjo in the Discord. The co-founder here with Jake. So exciting stuff we have going on over here.
You sure have. Is there any chance you could explain the Junkies to people who may not have heard about the Junkies and the Junkieverse?
Yeah. Donnie, you want to take this one? You want me to?
No, yeah, I got it. So I mean, the Junkies started off as a 10K generative art NFT series, and we kind of got inspired by our past of making video games, playing video games, just being gamers for our younger childhood. And we kind of were really excited when we first launched and saw how quickly the community grew and turned into more of a family. So we thought creating a game would be something really special for everyone involved. And we initially started off thinking about doing a 2D kind of side scrolling game, and then we went to like a top down like interactive game, and then we finally just settled on doing a voxel style, which voxel is pretty much everything's made up of cubes of different size and proportion, similar to like Minecraft, but higher.
So voxel
higher
would be a
res.
3D pixel, basically.
Exactly, yeah. 3D
Exactly.
cube. But yeah, so it's exciting. So we're building play to earn social game to where it's it has aspects of MMOs, which is really interesting how we're trying to go about it, because the one ground we've kind of built on is the whole community aspect, and we'll get to some of that stuff later, but we wanted to feel very like welcoming and friendly, but also have those competitive little aspects within the game to kind of drive people to continue playing and enjoy their time in the Junkiverse.
What kind of game or things will junkies be doing in the Junkieverse?
There's honestly too much to say. The sky's the limit with this thing. But from an early point, we're going to give players access to something we're doing called Horde Mode. In a way, it's like a zombie survival kind of wave defender mini game, and that's just going to be something to test out the gameplay functionality, test out the guns, and give the community something early. Right after that, we're going to lead up with the release of Rusty's Bar. It's going to be a multiplayer experience where you can log in with your fellow junkies, hang out, drink some beers.
My favorite place that'll be.
Yeah, play some poker. You want to go to the pool tables, you can do that. Got a little arcade section. How about I just show y'all?
Yeah, that'd be excellent. Cheers, buddy.
All right, can you see my screen all right? Let's do it through here. Cool. Yeah.
Can I ask a quick question, if that's all right, please, lads? This is only on PC, isn't it?
Yes, it's only on PC.
So being a non-gamer, will that have to be will your junkie have to be controlled by the keyboard or a stick or
keyboard and mouse? Yes,
keyboard and mouse. Okay, cheers.
Yeah.
I haven't got to buy a joystick then for this.
No, our main goal is to make it accessible as possible for people that don't have high-end PCs or don't have access to certain things to run our platform on.
Yeah.
So we're gonna make it some aspects of the game available directly in a web browser.
Anyone could use it, no matter what level. Experience.
Yeah, exactly. If you got a computer, you're gonna be able to play the game.
I had to buy a computer for it, so there we go.
Yeah, we want to have some aspects of it, like Jake said, like you can pull it up on your mobile phone, and at some point it'd be cool to have certain aspects you know, on as like an app in like, you
Yeah.
know, Google Play or iOS. So it's definitely something interesting.
So
little bit
that
of
won't
stuff.
be iPhone. Sorry, that's iOS or which platform?
Yeah, no,
On
it's well,
mobile.
the goal is to have it on both,
Yeah.
you know, Android and Apple.
Excellent.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a little tricky with that stuff though. So
Yeah.
there's aspects that we are going to do mobilely, but that we can't get too deep into right now. There's still some surprises to come, but it's gonna be pretty cool.
We like surprises.
Yeah, so this is Rusty's bar right here. Like
What's
I was
his
talking
name?
about. Rusty.
Rusty. So
Actually,
why
you gotta-
Rusty? Tell us why it's called Rusty's Bar.
So this is Rusty right here. Actually, you get a little sneak peek. I was setting up a scene for a little marketing shot of Poker Night coming up, but this is Rusty right here. He is the owner of the bar. He has a mechanical arm and he's missing an eye. There's a little bit of
Excellent.
lore about him that you're gonna be able to learn this upcoming week. We're gonna do some posts on Twitter about it, but that's a surprise coming up.
Nice.
You get to figure out why he lost his arm, you know, why he's missing an eye, and how he started to own this bar.
He was in a junkie fight, weren't he?
Something like that. Yeah, right over here we got the pool section. Now these little things would be interactive. You come up, you'll press a button, and you'll be sent off to an instance pool gaming room where you can bet some XRP or JSC and play pool.
Can you bet junk in there, or is it just JSC and XRP?
Just JSC and XRP. With junk, we're gonna just strictly use it as our IOU
the
token.
mint.
Yeah,
For the
just
mint.
for the mint.
Good.
Is
Over here,
this-
it's not totally finished as of just yet, but this section's going to be our little arcade room. You can be able to play like little mini games, maybe some outside games of other XRPL projects that are building. We're going to include them over here. All right.
So the whole XRP community can come on board in the Junkieverse.
Yeah. That's our main goal, is to open up this aspect of the game, Rusty's Bar, to the public and have projects log in with their voxel renditions of their characters and, you know, enjoy Rusty's like we are.
Awesome.
That looks really fantastic. I like the voxel design, especially when you zoom in a little bit on some of the characters or the objects. I
Yeah.
think that really looks fantastic. Congrats
Thanks,
on that.
man.
Looks fabulous.
I ain't going up
Appreciate
singing, lads. Trust me.
Oh
I'm
yeah, this
not
is
singing.
Scarbo's favorite area right here.
I'm
this
not
is-
singing.
We're gonna have open karaoke night sometimes. Maybe you want to come up here, crack a few jokes, you know, do whatever.
I might have to Crown and Dusk have had a go at me. I may well do, but that'll be a Friday night special night.
Yeah,
Can,
yeah.
can,
We'll
can
what
we
was that?
zoom in real quick on that little character on the, yeah,
Yeah.
just to see some of the graphic details.
So this is an outdated character actually. Let me show you these guys over here. So this guy looks like he's had a little bit too much to drink.
That's me later on tonight.
Right.
And there you can see the Junkies design, right? On the
Yeah,
one on
yeah.
the left.
Yeah, this is the main junkie. This is the one we use for our Twitter profile picture. This is him enjoying
Has he
himself.
got a name at all, or will the junkies get names, or is it Discord names?
Well, you'll be able to name him.
Yeah, you'll be able to kind of name it how you want and how you appear in the game.
And yeah, showed you the karaoke spot. You know, there's some more pool tables over here. Little bathroom area, you know. Scarbo's gonna be spending a lot of time in here.
I
I bet.
will be, yeah. I'm reserving my cubicle already.
Over here, this is going to be a little guild meeting area. We're going to extend this out, make it a little bit more lively and big. This we're
Yeah.
going to meet with your clans so you can, you know, talk about some stuff, some PvP, PvE missions, stuff like that. This is going to be a future staircase leading
Yeah.
up or down. We have not decided yet. But yeah, this is the beginning of Rusty's Bar. I think it's coming together
Excellent.
great. It's going to be fun to enjoy.
Is there
So
going to be
what's
some
the-
music
sorry.
in the background playing, some ambience music, or
Oh yeah, we have we're about to
From the speakers, or like the ones by the
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah,
they're by the
all around the door.
karaoke thing too, and then over here, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna be bumping some music. Don't worry.
Nice.
So
We got some
what's
custom music being
the
made.
sorry, buddy, what's the big thing in the middle above the bar?
This is the mutated cow. This is Rusty's pet cow.
Right.
Oh.
He's a little mutated, and his milk produces this certain type of toxin that gets you drunk. So he's got some tubes hooked up to his udders,
Wow.
and it's pumping his milk into these little taps right here.
That's a
Oh.
special kind of milk bar for sure.
Oh yeah.
I can see me, Modbus and Crown spending many a happy day there. So excellent.
That's a little bit of Rusty's.
Thanks for showing us that. So, Scarby, we have more questions for you guys, right? You want to go
Yeah,
ahead
I'm
with the
lost.
first
I'm
one?
just looking at all that. So, question: did we do the bot box finished?
No,
Is the bot box finished with, or will it have a role later on within the Junkieverse after the DAO vote?
Yeah, you know, we had some ideas to keep it included in some regard. I mean, it probably won't be like a companion, but it could very well be at some point too. You know, it could be something we just give to anyone who wants it. You know, it was just, the vote was really just to see what people wanted, you know, like with their junkie, because that's the reward. So people minting with the IOU token are the people getting the box spot, or the drowsy droid. So
Drowsy droid, yeah.
You want to explain real
Boo.
quick to someone like me who doesn't know what the box bot is?
yeah, so we have the Critters and Crawlers collections, which are pretty much going to be used for different things. You know, one thing is, you know, the drowsy droid right now, you know, will have a few utility purposes, but early on it's just going to be, you know, like a companion that'll follow you around in game, kind of like, you know, if you play a Pokemon game and, you know,
Oh,
you have
that's
your
cute. Got
Pikachu
it.
following you.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
And then at some point we want to integrate it with PvE, you know, when you're doing missions and stuff, you know, they'll help you fight or give you, you know, stat boosts. And then they can also be used, like, you know, the purpose of the box bot was going to be something like an extra storage, you know, so when you're collecting items and stuff, you know, and you don't want to like return back, you know, you could put them in the box bot, which was, you know, just a cardboard, you know, robot kind of thing.
He weren't just a cardboard, buddy. He weren't a cardboard box. He meant a lot to me and Crown box bot.
He did.
He did. He ain't just cardboard. So
Next question is still for me, right? We have just general terms. What is the Junkieverse? You want to lay that out for us, for everyone?
Yeah, so it's kind of a blanket term. It's so
Is that
we're
kind
having
of
a
your version of the metaverse, basically?
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, everything we do, every collection we make, depending on what chain we do it on, it's all going to revolve around the Junkieverse. And the Junkieverse is pretty much just the game itself. And it's hosted on the XRPL, and it always will be. We'll always run our play to earn mechanics through the XRPL within our game. Yeah, so the Junkieverse is just a collection of everything put together that we do, and we throw it into a game for everybody to enjoy.
so in the future, everything will go on the Junkieverse, no matter when
everything.
or
Yep.
Is there any news on the brain drainers now? XRPL 20Ds ready to come out in 2023.
Yeah, no. So we are taking a little step back from the brain drainers, you know, just to make sure we have everything prepped and, you know, cram as hard as we can to get everything for the Junkiverse kind of like situated and settled. You know, the onXRP thing is going to help us out a lot with, you know, minting and stuff. So that's going to be a little bit of you know, alleviate some pain there. But, you know, we're still planning on doing that. It'll probably be, you know, here and there for a little bit, and then we'll hopefully try to launch it at some point after the mint here. You know, if we're expecting X+20 within, you know, a month to a month and a half, probably shortly after that. You know, if things get pushed back further, you know, we'll kind of just see where that priority lies. But, you know, the brain drainers is an interesting, you know, thing that, you know, Jake and I, you know, are working on, because we really want to use it as like you know, it's kind of like marketing in a sense. It's like advertising, but it's like to a whole new section of people. And, you know, Solana, with how crazy it's going right now, you know, there's a lot of people, you know, wanting to buy into quality projects. And, you know, we feel that we have, with what we have, you know, created now, without the NFTs even really being, you know, tangible, you know, we can show a lot in that aspect, and hopefully bring some new people and add some value to, you know, the junkies as a whole.
The Brain Drainers is a project that is on Solana, is that it?
Yes.
And it's on hold for now?
Yeah, I mean, we'll probably be messing around with it, you know, in some free time we have, but, you know, most of the art.
Not much of that, lads, at the moment, is there?
Exactly. So,
but I mean, at the end of the day, the Junkies is the #1 anyway, isn't it? Because it's Junkies. So
yeah, we focus all our time on the Junkies. Yeah. If you can look at my screen right now, I'm walking around the city center. It's super unfinished right now, but it's a little early.
I love the dust coming off.
But it looks fantastic. It looks fantastic. It looks fantastic.
Yeah, so we got a little test mock character in here right now, but we got him running around.
What's he look like from the front, by the way? Can you show his face or no?
I'm glad you could,
there.
Jake. I'm glad you could.
It's sat on a Mixamo rig, so it's not the proper character rig that we're going to be using, but it just gives you a good idea of the scaling and size.
Yeah.
But yeah. Well.
So is that the city center, or?
Yeah, it's what's being built out right now. It's the city center. Yeah. We're going to be adding a whole lot more to this, so it's always going to be upgraded, always going to be done. But right now it's like a really, really rough sketch of what it is.
Yeah. So would junkies be able to buy, say, a shop or whatever in the city center, or is it a shut down city center?
So the kind of the plan here is, like, you know, right where Jake's kind of running to now, you know, we thought of having this area for some little like shops or stands, where, you know, kind of like a farmer's market in a sense. You know, there's a few spaces for that. And then, you know, we did think about, you know, creating little shops. You know, if someone wanted to buy, you know, the shop as like an NFT, you know, give them access to, you know, go in there, set up like a little store. You know, early on, I think we would probably be setting those things up for people, just because it's a bit easier than building it out so they'd be able to do it themselves. But
God, I wouldn't have a chance, lads. I'd need you out to do anything like that. So.
I had a question in regards to the Junkies NFTs themselves. Like, let's say once they're minted, will they have any functionality within the Junkieverse?
Yeah, so it's your ticket to get in to the Junkieverse in order to play. Yeah, so your junkie is going to be your character within the game. So the junkies are all going to be unique, 100% unique. So it's pretty much like your own unique identity within our game as well.
And it has like stats, right?
Yeah. So it's going to have stats. Right now, we haven't decided 100% what stats those are going to be. And that's something that we have to kind of do our metadata a little strange, the way Unity is going to read that. But we have a solid basis of what we're wanting to do with it. And so the stats are going to give you certain boosts within the game. It's going to increase the desirability of your NFT itself. So let's say you have a totally common junkie that has just the normal traits on it and nothing too spectacular, but it has really high stat values. You know, that junkie is going to be worth more, possibly the one that has all the cool traits and the flashy hairstyles and stuff with low stats.
That's a good idea, because then people won't get disappointed with just having a common NFT. At least
exactly
they've got some. They could
so
have
both things
extra.
can balance out or kind of be contrary, right? You can still have a great stats and like a more average junkie NFT.
Exactly. Yep. And so with that too, is like you could also get, you know, a really, you know, rare stats and then really good traits as well. You know, and vice versa. You could have all common everything, but but either way, it did vary a little bit from you know, our initial plan, because, you know, our initial kind of idea for the game with some of the side hustle things we still want to incorporate. You know, that we talked about a while ago, just, you know, little jobs you can pick up, and it just gives you extra sets of missions and stuff. We think it's cool. But yeah, like Jake was saying, you know, it's your ticket to get in for like full access. You know, our idea is to open up like Rusty's you know, and have people be able to come in there, but, you know, they're not going to have the play to earn mechanics, you know, as, you know, like the valued holders would. And that's the same thing with like brain drainers. You know, we'd like to get them in here at some point, but, you know, they wouldn't have full access to, you know, the play to earn mechanics and whatnot.
So what you're saying is if you have an NFT, one of the initial, what is it, 10,000?
Yeah.
It gives you access to this, right? I mean, does it give you exclusive access to some areas as well? Whereas if you don't have an NFT, but you still want to, let's say, get in here and play, can you do that or not?
Yeah, no, so it'll definitely have exclusive, like, so like when we say missions, like, you know, if Jake were, you know, to go and he wants to, you know, do the storyline, because, you know, the idea is we're gonna have, you know, pretty much a story mode, and you know, with that you can, you know, complete the whole story, and we'll obviously continue to like expand that as time goes on. But, you know, a regular person, you know, without a junkie who's in here may only be able to do, like, you know, the first 2 missions with no like with no play to earn rewards and different things like that. But yeah, so there will be some certain areas that are like exclusive to junkie holders.
So
like,
how about, sorry, Mark,
no,
how
it's
about
just
people
quick.
who
Go ahead.
rent them? Will they get the same access as?
Yes, yeah. If you're renting a junkie, you're gonna have 100% access. It's pretty much like you're owning a junkie, but for a limited time. Yep.
Yeah, and renting is like, you know, it's another idea that we've had there with, you know, you're going on vacation for a week, you know, you can rent it out to, you know, anyone who's trying to get in and play and whatnot. So it just adds a little more value to, you know, people holding on to the token or to the NFT.
Excellent. Sorry, MD, you were going to ask a question.
Might not be relevant, but I'm thinking if you guys have, obviously then the total number of NFTs, they're the kind of VIPs, right? How do you get in if you don't have an NFT? You just download the game? Is it free to play?
Yeah, no, it'll be free to download, free to play.
Oh, great.
You know, the idea is to expand it, you know, in the coming, you know, months and years to be more inclusive of people. But, you know, we also have plans to, you know, we have a lot of plans, having, you know, a female series as well.
Boo.
A lot of plans. That's what we like to hear. That sounds really great.
Men only.
But there'll be some cool interactions
Jake's mom,
between
but
the
men
two.
only. We don't want women in there.
Yeah.
You'll have to buy a junk buddy and get a junkie then, can't you?
Maybe, or we'll mint it out through whatever platform at the time.
So is there going to be stuff outside the city center as well to investigate?
Yeah, so that's kind of like what we're thinking too, is, you know, we want to get this into people's hands as soon as possible. You know, we can deliver finished areas, but, you know, the game will never be finished, as we like to always, you know, continue to add to it. But like Jake, we were talking about, you know, like having having like these different alleyways that would lead, you know, to different little instant zones you can go with your friends. You know, we want to do like just some cool competitive games, you know, leaderboard based stuff with, like, you know, capture the flag, or what else, like
will there be a leaderboard for people to see where they are within?
Yeah, so I think that's something cool. And like Jake said, we want to expand a little bit of actual Rusty's bar, either making, you know, a basement or having another room out the back that we could put some stuff like that.
VIP lounge for the leaders.
Yep.
Yeah, for the leaders. And then I think we're planning on making a VIP lounge for anyone who's bought junk.
Yeah,
the actual just token for now.
Excellent.
But so I guess expanding on that, you know, within Rusty's bar, you'll be able to go up to an NPC to kind of like get new quests, or, you know, get transferred into a different like mission and whatnot. So it'll kind of stem from that.
So would that be like a transportation thing if you went in there and it sends you off to somewhere else, or haven't you got that far yet?
Yeah, that's kind of the idea. I mean, that isn't all 100% set up. You know, we're trying to still work on the Horde mode, which the Horde mode will kind of like encompass like this area and then Rusty's bar.
So the Horde mode's for the city center and Rusty's.
Yeah, and then we're setting up some other like alleyways. You remember the first alleyway we released?
With the Gooby.
Yeah, we're gonna move all that stuff around. and set up some cool little zones and stuff that. So it's interesting. We don't want to just have it all here. We want to have you go down to some special areas and whatnot. So
good, because you can buy land as well, can't you?
Yeah, so land is something we're still, planning the best way to do that.
Yeah.
Our main goal for land is to be able to have players, set up, their kind of property however they would like, and then there's going to be some cool little aspects that are play to earn, just some passively earning some JSC and whatnot, which will be cool. And then there's so many other aspects that we want to do with crafting and different things that maybe more accessible on your own piece of land and whatnot. But we have a lot of plans for land, but not sure when we're actually gonna
that's
start
future.
selling land. Yeah,
that's future. So a quick question, actually, it just come into my head. Can a junkie get arrested and put away for a few days if he's been a bit too naughty? I'm worried now on a Friday night. That's all.
Well, I mean, that all could be implemented in. It really can.
Yeah.
Depending on, we're going to hold some junkie elections after mint, and more information on that. But if the community decides it, then we'll implement it.
Good.
If you want a junkie police force, let's do it.
Oh God, yeah. At least you're involving the community and how it goes. That's a good thing.
Oh yeah. We aim to be 100% like decentralized as possible with the decision making of our game. We don't want to hold it on our shoulders. We want it to give it to everybody else. Everybody gets to make the fun decisions, and
which is good because you shouldn't have it all on your shoulders anyway. So
yeah, it's like a big family. We're all building this together.
Oh, I know that.
Yeah, and it can be like a tiebreaker at times too. If Jake and I are going back and forth on something, we see what everyone wants to do, and that's what we did with the last vote. For brain drainers. Yeah. Because it's different. The first one was set up, based on, the amount of JSC you held, and every JSC you held was counted as a vote.
Yeah, because that kind of swung the vote a bit.
Yeah, and I mean,
that's what I got upset with the box, because it swung the vote with people having more JSC and.
Exactly. Which, like, in a sense, like, it's not always terrible to do it like that. And I think things will dictate that because it's based on the investments made by some of the people. So either way, I like the style too, where everyone gets their own vote, because then you can really see what the community wants.
Yeah, excellent. I've got no more questions. I'm just watching this screen.
I think this looks fantastic. I think you guys are onto something really cool here. I'm loving the art. I'm loving everything. I'm loving the ideas. And I think you guys are going to come up with a lot of stuff. Probably already are, right? That you're not sharing yet.
Yeah.
So anything else you guys want to say, closing out? Anything you want to let viewers know?
Yeah. Well, first of all, I guess we can say, we partnered up with onXRP for our mint. They're being very, very flexible and very, I guess understanding is like a word, because we're not just a 10,000 collection of pictures. We have something we're working on behind it. So they have a lot of things that are they're going to be doing to help us out and help us reach those goals, catering towards our plans. So that's something pretty good.
Yeah, another thing coming up is Horde Mode. Stay tuned for that.
Yeah.
It's going to be hosted within this area right here. Once we get this all finished and make it look nice and pretty, throw some NPCs in here and some extra stuff. Yeah. So
is there any date on that, Jake? Sorry to interrupt you, because people will be asking if there's any date on that, or
when launch.
No, don't say when, please. I'm not going off on a when.
There isn't an exact date on it as of just yet. We had some minor setbacks that we had to do first, but now that we're pedal to the metal, this is something that we're trying to get out there as soon as possible. So
yeah, I suppose it's good now you're not diversifying over onto the brain drainers, where you're concentrating on the junkies now, so that's gonna help.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I think one thing going off that, we plan to kind of release Horde Mode. The goal is, when we know the mint date, the vote gets passed, we'll have that 2-week window, the idea is to have it like a week before mint. Obviously if it doesn't go through, we'll bring it out earlier.
Yeah.
But just to bring some more like attention to the project as well.
So everyone will be so people are after mint before Horde Mode then?
No. We're thinking Horde Mode before mint.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So what characters would they use? Just a standard?
It'll probably be
Junkie?
the green guy we have inside because
Yeah.
there's no connection with Horde Mode and your junkie. So we may make a few you can choose from. If not, it might just be the default one for now.
Yeah.
Some cool stuff, but it's exciting stuff there.
I mean, personal thing, I would say the default. Then you're just testing default, aren't you? So.
Yeah, and I mean it's gonna be used. Yeah, like that's the thing. Is like Horde Mode is in a sense like an alpha of Horde Mode. Because we want to have some aspect of Horde Mode, always playable if you want, and have like a leaderboard thing so people can always come and do this once it's all multiplayer. Bring a friend or 2 or 3, and go do it together. Because the idea is to make it endless, where it doesn't stop. So
the Horde Mode would be like for beginners coming into the Junkieverse just to get used to it.
Exactly. Like, we're obviously going to keep polishing things. We're planning to have a few people kind of like, specifically test certain things within it for us.
Yeah.
Stuff like that, because it'll help polish gameplay, throughout. Because like even now, there's a few things we want to change with, camera angles, and it's the movement's gotten pretty fluid. But there's something with the guns and whatnot. So there's little tweaks we have to make that are going to help us out when it's all multiplayer and on a server. So
excellent. So is there sorry lads, I could talk for hours with you, as you know. Is there various guns or and weapons and things like that?
No, I think we're going to do firearms and then like some melee.
The main goal
weapons.
is kind of like an RPG stat based system. There's going to be tons of different kinds of guns. They're all unique and different with their own unique damage values, modifiers on it, magazine size, range, critical damage, fire, whatever you want to do.
And a junkie would keep that particular weapon or trait when they buy it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And the idea too with that is, at some point when it's ready, we want them to all be, on chain as well as NFTs.
Yeah.
So, you could trade them around. There's a few things with how the NFTs are going to be set up with XLS 20. So we're still trying to narrow down the best way to do it. So we'll have to figure that out, but it'll be cool.
Excellent, lads. Well, we'll let you go, lads. I could talk hours with you.
This is fascinating. Thanks for being here, guys. Thanks, Jake.
First time you've seen this, isn't it?
Thanks. Yeah, I think it's brilliant. Can't wait to see more.
Thank you.
So I would say that's it for today. We're running out of time for now. We'll catch up again another time. Any final words?
No, thanks for having us on. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks for being on.
Thanks, Jake.
Thanks,
I
Garbo.
had a great time.
Thank you. Junkies to the moon.